All right, I'm here at Wildlife Prairie Park, and I'm getting ready to do the 5-mile hiking loop here on the east side of the system. You see behind me here, there is a covered bridge right over there where the train goes under. And then right here on this side is the start of the trail. We're gonna do a 5-mile loop around this whole side of the park, and then we'll head to the other side of the park where the mountain biking trails are, and I think there's like 9 miles there. So we'll take a little break in between and get some lunch. All right, Wildlife Prairie Park, here we go. Train's getting ready to go that way, and we're getting ready to go this way. Here we go. First time here on this side of the park. Oh, we're gonna go right through the covered bridge. Cool. Whoa, soft spot there. And here we go. The Spring Trail. Huh. No idea. I think this might be the laser tag area. Outdoor laser tag. The Spring Trail, half a mile. Not very long at all. The big one will be the floodplain trail. We won't get to that for a little while yet. So yeah, I just decided to come here to Wildlife Prairie Park. I've been here once a couple years ago on my mountain bike over on the other side. There's lots of trails over there, and they were pretty nice. A little confusing to follow the signs and everything, but the trails themselves were really nice. And this trail is pretty much double track right now. Pretty well groomed, nice and wide. There's no signage, but according to the map, we stay on this just for a short little while. All right, yep. Definitely got an intersection here. Hazel's Hill of Flowers. A hill of flowers? Sounds promising. Okay, coming up on Hazel's Hill of Flowers. Oh, okay. Cool. It's a nice overlook here. That is pretty. All right, we're at Hazel's overlook here. This big hill over there. Pretty cool. Stream down the middle there. Nice. We're actually going to go over the little stream that we saw on that hill. Here's the hill. And it was a little bit bigger than a stream. So there was where I was, right over there on the overlook. You can see it up there. And now we're going to continue on the road here. And I'm out in the sun, out in the bright sunshine. Woo! Gonna be a hot one today. Supposed to be about 91, 92. Some corn on the right, flowers on the left. And we're gonna go right by the hill. Can't go on top of the hill though. It's all fenced off. Hazel's Hill of Flowers. There are a lot of wildflowers on this side. So now I know where it gets its name. So this is pretty much our cross-country course here. I mean, we're running kind of through the grass here, through a prairie, which is really cool. Lots of wildflowers on both sides. Got a little stream or river down there. Hazel's Hill is back there. This is really pretty. Well, looks like we're going back into the woods. Uh-oh. All right, we are on the floodplain trail, and look at this. Very cool. Both sides of the road here, we got swampy areas. All right, now we're heading back uphill after going through that little swampy area.
first real hill of the day. All right, continue on the floodplain trail this way. And back down the hill. Pretty. And another hill. Oh yeah, I'm definitely getting that Scott County Park vibe. Very similar. Got lots of little rolling hills now in the woods. Still double track or service road, whatever. Very runnable. So even in the shady areas, I'm sweating pretty good already. It's definitely well into the 80s now. It's supposed to be in the lower 90s. I'm appreciating the shade though. On the floodplain trail here at Wildlife Prairie Park. All right, we'll come into this wasteland here. All kinds of broken dead trees, sand, and a big hill. Whew. No sense of wasting all my energy here at the beginning of my day. Power hiked up the hill and run down the straightaways and downhill, just like we do in a race. Woo. I got rewarded for going up that hill with a nice long downhill. Okay, there's lots of sand here. Very kind of rough terrain here. Kind of reminds me of the Pleasant Creek Trail Run in a few places where there's sand. But we're almost at, well, a little over 3.5 miles. So we're over halfway through this 5-mile loop. And yeah, pretty nice. I ran right by that turkey and I didn't even see it until I went by it. And then he looked at me and I looked at him and I'm like, yeah, I don't think we want to meet up. Don't worry, buddy. I'm not going to bother you and your little hatchlings there. Okay, so I did see a sign back there for PAMBA, the Peoria Area Mountain Biking Association. So these are mountain biking trails as well, but I can't imagine having a lot of fun mountain biking these. It's kind of grassy and sandy. Big arrow there. But anyway, yeah, there's definitely, you can mountain bike on them. But the other side of Wildlife Prairie are really nice single track mountain biking trails. Okay, we're gonna walk. And big hill. I'll probably finish it up here. It's been pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie. We'll definitely do this again. Not that much different than like Scott County Park or whatever, but that Hazel Hill area and all that prairie was pretty unique. All right, another intersection here. And we are at the end of the floodplain trail, so I just came up from down that hill. Should have less than a mile to go. And this looks like a little bit of a narrower track. Single track now. All right, well that was a very, very short area of single track. And now I don't know where we're at. 5-mile challenge detour. Huh? All right, we're in a pavilion here. Where does this go? I don't know. Oh, cool. There's the train. Woohoo! Oh, look at that way out there. That's cool. All right, it's a pretty cool area. Okay, so there's the schoolhouse. And here's a second detour sign. 5-mile challenge detour. Walk to the paved road by the pavilion and turn right. Okay. Turn right here? Yeah, okay. And then we just follow this along back to the train depot. All right, now we're walking along the railroad on the main road back to the train depot. And then we're gonna get a snack, take a little break, and head to the other side, which I know a little bit better. And hopefully there'll be good signage over there. We're gonna cross over the railroad tracks. There's another sign, 5-mile challenge detour, top of Hay Barn Hill. Oh, there's the hay barn right there. All right, we're descending Hay Barn Hill. A little bit of technical terrain here, not much. Still pretty much a service road. All right, at the bottom of the hayrack hill, we got some rusty stream going on here. So we're gonna keep going on this detour. So definitely gonna get more than our bargain miles. We're already at 5.2 almost. All right, this is one long ass hill. I was gonna power hike it, but I want to get my heart up a little bit. That's so steep and long. Well, shit. I didn't see any more signs, but we just come out to the gate. There's the entrance and here's the main road. So I think I went too far. Thank you for no signage again, Wildlife Prairie. Oh, by the way, there's the parking lot right over there for the West Side trails. I think it's the West Side, right? And that's where all the mountain biking trails are. We're gonna do next. We're gonna have to get something to eat and drink here. I don't know. I missed the trail. All right, we're cutting across now, and hopefully this is the right way. Okay, we're crossing over the railroad tracks again, but there's the train depot, and there's the entrance to the park. So we made it. All right, we made it back to the very beginning of the trail here, right by the train depot. And I'm at like 5.8 something miles, so I'm gonna finish it out, or I'm gonna make it into a 6 miler. Even though it was only supposed to be a 5 mile challenge, I don't know how we ended up with almost 6. I had to backtrack a couple of times, that's probably why, because there was no signage. But you know, it was still nice. The first half was definitely nicer. We got through that hill, Hazel Hill or whatever it was. That was really pretty, going through all that prairie and seeing the hill and stuff. And then that swampy area, that was still in the first half too. That was really nice. And then it got into some like wooded areas, which is just pretty typical woodsy trails, double track, like Scott County Park type trails. And then the last half was kind of a mess because it was detours everywhere and no signs, and it had been flooded out and stuff. So that part was definitely a mess, and I had to backtrack a couple times. So I'm very hot and very sweaty. I need to get some hydration and food. All right, I am here on the west side of Wildlife Prairie Park. It's just right across the road from the pavilion where you enter the gate, and that's where I paid. And this is where the mountain biking trails are. You can't really see them from here, but they start right over here. When I first got here 2 years ago, I had to figure it all out. So you're supposed to check in right here and pay. You used to pay cash, now you pay online. But I paid over across the street, so I'm good. And there's all the trails that we're gonna do. Now, I think there's like 9, it says 11 miles of single track. I think it ended up being like 9 miles when I did it last time, because they don't do the black trail, but we'll see. There's a disc golf course here too, which is pretty cool. I didn't even know that when I came here last time. So yeah, we're gonna do all the trails here, I hope. I make it. I haven't had lunch. They were supposed to have a snack shack over there. I thought they were gonna have some real food, but all they had was some chips and stuff like that or whatever. And I have Nutter Butters, and I had Chips Ahoy with me today, so I just ate some of that and had a Mountain Dew, so I should be good. And then afterwards we're gonna get Five Guys, because I got a gift card that my lovely daughter Madison got me for Father's Day, and we'll just drive into town in Peoria, get Five Guys, and then head home. All right, here we go. All right, here's where the fun begins, here at the North Loop. So we start right here. We set a little single track, and it's gonna go all the way down there and then head into the woods. And then we have green and blue, a little short section of black trail too that I think is hiking only, so we might do that as well. So yeah, looks like I'm the only one here, well, with a car anyway. There might be people here on their bikes or walking across from the other way, but yeah, here we go. Okay, here we go. Wildlife Prairie Park, west side, single track, North Loop. And we are gonna do all the trails, including the blue, maybe the black, we'll see. I remember this pretty vividly. This starts off like out here in the open. Definitely a different experience on foot. And when I was here last time, it was October, end of October, and there were leaves everywhere, and it was hard to see the trail. And I had to look at the map several times, so we'll see if we can figure it out today. being June. Heck no. There's your disc golf right there. So I didn't even pay attention to that last time. And here we go. Tour de Pin. This is going to be pretty much all single track compared to the other side, which was double track and service roads. There's some prairie. These are extra mountain biking trails managed by PAMBA, Peoria Area Mountain Biking Association. They manage some other trails in this area too, like Farmdale and whatnot. Okay, here we go, down into the hills. Woohoo! Switchbacks, and really pretty down here. When I came here in October of 2020, this was all full of leaves. Well, it still is, but I mean, it was like freshly fallen leaves. And you could barely see the trail. I figured it out. Alright, we're well into the woods now. We got disc golf all over the place. Next hole there, and there's disc golf down there, and there's the mountain biking trail, and there's where I came from. So we're gonna keep going on the mountain biking trail. There is actually like a hiking trail around the disc golf area too, but it's a lot shorter, so I wanted to do the longer mountain biking trails. Yeah! Whew. Wildlife Prairie Park, the west side. Alright, here we go again. More disc golf. And mountain biking trail that goes around this way, I believe. Ooh, there's a pond down there. Nice. Keep her going. Kind of remember this. Well, we're here at the intersection of Keebler Tree Plateau, and not only do we have to look at the map to figure out which way to go, I actually had to go number 2, right down there in the woods. You know, I had that Mountain Dew and I had a bunch of Nutter Butters in the car because I was hungry, and they must have sparked something in my colon because I had to go bad. Anyway, we're good now, but we're not even a mile into it, so we got to get going here and not going that way anymore. And here is the Keebler Tree on the Keebler Tree Plateau. I remember this from last time, so we're on the right track, that's for sure. Pretty cool. So I feel much better now, thank goodness. And we are a mile in now, almost, not quite. Whew, Keebler Tree. All right, I'm kind of thinking these trails have a lot of leaves on them any time of year. And you can see the trail, but there's a lot of them. You're not sure where to go. So I'm using my Garmin navigation. I got the GPX pulled up and a 9-mile entire course, so hopefully I can follow it now. Woo. Here we go. Wood walk. Definitely just confusing in some places. This course navigation with my Garmin Epics is fantastic because I can see the maps really well. It even gives me a little sound when I need to turn, which you can probably hear. I really like that. And this is going to work out great. And it's not too hot in here. This is pretty much shade. Hello. There it is. I call it a creek. I don't know. I know what it is. Creek, stream, river, body of water. All right, now we're coming back on the lower section. I do remember this now. There's some challenge here for mountain bikers. You gotta get enough speed to go up and down those hills. next hole. So there's disc golf down here too. We're staying on the MTBs. I feel like I might be a good person to work on the trails for signage and stuff and course planning. I like all that. I'm very particular, kind of obsessive with it. If there's an intersection that's not marked and it's ambiguous, that drives me crazy. Should always be clear directions. Trail runners, mountain bikers, or whatever your audience is. We're the audience, and if we don't know where to go, it's frustrating, no matter what trail you're on. So, and here they definitely have some issues. You're not using a course navigation like I am, which a lot of people don't have. But yeah, maybe I'll start volunteering for some of that. Hello. Ooh, look at that. So we are 2 miles in. That's it, 2 miles out of about 9 and something. So I'm not even a quarter of the way through the trails yet. But I did have some delays back there. We're making some progress now. I think we're going to be making our way back up the hill. Here's a little rock garden. A couple of them. Yeah, I just got done saying not very many rocks, and now there's tons of rocks. I should always learn to shut my mouth. Oh yeah, look at all these rocks. Yeah, nice smooth with just tree roots, and now it's all rocky. Go figure. Yeah, it's like this whole section became rocky for quite a while there. It's like every route traded itself for a rock. Maybe we're done now. Climbing our way back out of here. Ooh, yeah. Hilly, hilly. Now we're going back down again. Alright. What do we got? Malibu. Malibu is blue. Or we can take the Confluence Trail, which is green. Now let's stay blue, baby. Alright. Here's that M&M trail. It says blue too. I don't think this map takes me on that though. I think we're going to keep going straight. I don't remember that either. M&M trail. It's not black. I don't know if we should do it or not. We'll decide. Well, yes indeed. We are eating our M&Ms. The trail navigation did take me up here. It's all uphill, so I'm walking it. Power hike, if you want to call it that, but it's pretty much a walk at this point. It's pretty steep. Mountain biker, I don't think I climbed up this on my mountain bike. It's pretty steep. It's possible maybe in the lowest gear, but I might be walking it. All right, we got some switchbacks downhill here. And right back up. Well, we got lost back there at the top of the hill. We went up the disc golf hill instead of staying on the mountain biking, so we had to double back a little bit. Thank goodness for the navigation. Ooh, looks like that bridge needs some work. And we're walking. Yeah, I remember some of this on the bike. I definitely had to walk some of it. It was too hard to pedal up the hills. It's also too hard to run up the hills on a hot day like this. It's gotta be 90 now. Maybe not down here in the shade, but still feels humid and hot. All right, we're right back here where I was earlier when I took a crap. Right over there. And went all the way around. And we all come back around here. So I'll come full circle and we finish that section. So now we're moving on. We could have moved on earlier and just skipped all that, but I didn't want to skip all that mileage. Rocky Rim. Gee, I wonder if there's gonna be any rocks on this. Yep, there is. Okay, so now we do to the left here, Rocky Rip. It's like this is the Black Trail. I don't think I've done this before. But we're gonna do it as what the navigation's taking us. It looks like, oh, around this way, huh? I'll do what they say. I don't know. One way, the black hole. Oh, it's not very well advertised, is it? I wonder why. Whew. 3 miles in the black hole. I wonder why they call it the black hole. We'll find out maybe, huh? It's not that long, but it's pretty technical. Pretty tight quarters. A little bit uphill here. Ooh. Oh yeah, here you go. Yeah. Let's get a picture of this. Wonder if this is why they call it the black hole, huh? On a mountain bike, this would be treacherous. On trail running, it's not so bad. I say that, and I'll probably fall. Yep. Steep descent. Technical. Holy crap, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, and then right back up. There's no way I get back up this on the mountain bike. No way, buddy. I know why it's Black Trail now. No way. I don't even want to try that. It's just torture. You'd have to walk up it unless you're like a professional. Get enough speed down that downhill. And here we go again. Woo! There's the black hole. You're not going to capture that on the GoPro or the camera here, but yeah. That's the black hole there. Let's record me going down it this way. Okay, we're gonna go down that black hole right now. Here we go. Hopefully without falling. Oh boy. Okay, here we go. Yeah! I don't know if you can see this on the camera or not. That was some serious ups and downs. The black hole here at Wildlife Prairie. Whew. Whee! Come to think about it, I think that this trail is hiking only. I don't think the mountain bikers are supposed to be down here. I remember seeing that on the map now. It's dangerous. This is fun though. I'm glad the course took me on this. Where do we go? This way? Yep. Oh geez, look at this. Yeah, there's no way. Definitely not a mountain biking course. Or maybe it is. For those experts out there, you can prove me wrong. Okay, now we come back around here and finish going where we were going the first time. All right, so the Rocky Rip right there, right back there, not even the black section, but just the regular Rocky Rip blue section was very rocky and very technical. So all that talk I had earlier about it being rooty but not rocky, that all went out the door. But look at this. Pieces of rock all over the place. All right, I think I'm out of the rocky section now, back onto Double Stuff North. Next to the pond again, or is this a different pond? I think it's a different one. I don't know where we're at now. Yeah, I don't think I've been here. All right, so now we're going up the hill here to Cedar Ridge. Blue Trail again. Oh boy. I don't remember these trails being as technical as this, and it's hilly, but who knows if it's 2.5 years ago. Caution, harder to the right, easier to the left. Well, I think the course is taking us to the right, but that's what I would do anyway. It's just more rocks. What could possibly go wrong? All right, we're out in the open here at a disc golf course area. Big open area on both sides, but we're continuing in the single track. And we're about 3.8 miles in, not even halfway through this course yet. Whew, I'm feeling good though. I'm getting a little dehydrated. I'm trying to conserve my water and my Gatorade here. There's no place to fill up. And if I run out early, I don't want to get stuck out here without anything to drink, but I also don't want to get too dehydrated. So yeah, being self-supported like this makes it a little tough on a long trail like this in the heat when it's 90 degrees outside. Not the smartest thing to do, but I've not seen one single person out here at all the whole time. So there's that too. All right, we are at the Gooseneck. It's a little blue trail that like just wraps around in a little hairpin. I remember this too, it's kind of cool. It was all the way down, real sharp hairpin, and then it was all the way back. It's real short. Whew. It's right here by the water too. The water on both sides of us. You might see it here in a minute. There's a little bit of water down there. And you come up here. Yeah, oh, tight boulders and rocks. Little opening here, cool. I like to jump in there and get cool off. But no thanks. And now we're heading back. That was it. Little goosey goose. Alrighty, coming back out into the open, getting ready to finish off the north side of this west side trails. Sounds funny. The whole west side trail system is like 9 to 11 miles, depending on which ones you do. But there's a north and a south, and we're on the north. And we started out here in the open on these, and we're ending out in the open on the single track here. And then we'll take a little break. If we go to my car, I will definitely stop and get a drink. I can refill my bottles. That would be great. So we still got quite a ways to go though. Kind of cool with these little wildflowers alongside the trail. It's kind of fun. And we're not quite done yet. Okay. All right, we're going back in. Well, it was a false alarm. It wasn't the end. It was just an open area of prairie, single track. Still got a while to go. I don't know. We're over 4 miles now, so we should be getting close to the halfway point where we jump on the south system. What does this say? The thicket. Yep, we're doing the thicket. Still part of the North Loop though. And why is it called the thicket? I don't know. I see my car. I see my car. There's some other cars there now too. So we gotta be getting close to the finish line here on the north side. And I'm gonna take a break and get some hydration. Otherwise, I don't know if I'll make it the second part. Okay, well, I lied again. It wasn't the end. We're on another blue trail called Bob and Don's, and it goes all the way around again. It's still part of the north system. Well, the north system must be much longer than the south. At least that's the hope. But we're gonna get a lot of extra mileage today. I'm ready to take a break. I need to hit Traveler Travis's aid station, i.e. my car. Oh boy, I don't know what this means. The plunge. And looks like we are indeed taking the plunge. Sounds ominous. Oh, here it is. The plunge. That's a nice downhill. Here we go. Woo! And then what? The turn, or I don't know. There's a trail there and there's a trail up here. Looks like we see up here. Wrap around to the left. Woo! Yeah, you're supposed to get up some speed on this on a mountain bike. That'd be fun. Oh boy. Steep hill. Well, we're over 5 miles now. I still think we're on the north system. I don't know. Unless we just go right over to the south and it doesn't say. I didn't see anything. Another disc golf hole. 8 long. And what did I say? Yeah, the disc golf's up there. We're not going up there. Thank you. We'll stay on the mountain biking course here. There's a road down there that goes to the parking lot, so we are heading towards the parking lot. There's a good sign. And I think we got cotton all over the ground. That's kind of weird looking. Not sure which trees it's coming out of. But it's all over the ground. Very interesting. Hey, look at this. We're coming out in the open. No, we're not. I lied. Parking lot's right up there. Come on. Don't tease me like that. More cotton. Woo. More hills. Hey-oh. Hey-oh. Look at this. We're out in the open, and here's the road. Okay. So this is either where we start the south loop right there, or I'm just gonna go right back to the parking lot for a minute and get a drink. I'm dehydrated. I'm not really that tired, just hot, dehydrated. And then you get cool off, get a drink, get a snack, and I'll be fine to do the south side. Okay, we're coming up to Traveler Travis's aid station, i.e. my car. Let's get in and get cooled off and all that good stuff. Drink. We'll be back. Oh yeah, much better. Traveler Travis's aid station hit the spot there. I had a Kickstart Mountain Dew and a couple more Nutter Butters. My belly's full, but oh, does that feel good. And then they cranked up the air conditioning for a few minutes. And now, of course, I'm walking out in the sun, but I want to walk back down to where I finished the north system, and then we'll hop on the south system. And we'll end right along this creek here when we're all done. As I remember this very vividly, but there's a trail actually way down in there. And it's fun. So I think we go all the way around there and whatnot. There's also a pump track over there for mountain bikers. We might look at it, but not much to run on, I don't think. Anyway, we get on the south system right down the end of the road here. So we're nice and hydrated. Got a little snack. Feeling good again. And we should be going back into the woods, so I don't mind getting a little sun right this minute. And like I said, we're at like 5.5 miles. Now I did run up this road, so that's about maybe a quarter mile at the most. So let's just say 5 miles. And I think the course was like 9.5 or something like that. So I think that we're over halfway through the whole thing, but I'm not positive. And this next section I don't remember very well. I remember going up and down some tree lines for a little bit. I don't think it's as hilly or as technical as the first part, but we'll see. That could be totally wrong. All right, so we came out of the north system over here, went all the way down the road to the car, to my aid station, my self-supported aid station. Can't go that way. There's the south loop right there. It's gonna go all the way up into the woods, come all the way back around to this little lake, and then we'll head right back to there. So another 4 to 5 miles, it looks like. You ready? I'm ready. Let's do it. All right, here we go. South Loop. Very narrow single track. Very pretty though. Flowers on both sides. Now we go back into the woods with a full sloshing belly of Kickstart Mountain Dew. All right, we're on a little blue trail called Sideshow or Slideshow. I didn't see it that well. Something to show. There's a parking lot down there. What kind of parking? Oh, okay, it just takes you back down to the road. We don't want that. I keep going this way. Woo! Don't give me an option to exit. I might just take it. No, 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 no. We're finishing this sucker. I don't care if it gets to 100. Nice and hydrated now. I just drank a whole thing of Kickstart Mountain Dew. That's a 16-ouncer. Actually, I feel pretty good. It's got caffeine in it too, though. Rocks overlook. Downhill. All right, another blue trail, a ravine. Worm. Whee! Yep, we're definitely going down into the ravine. All right, we're at the bottom of the ravine now, which only means one thing. We're gonna go back up. Not yet though. The ravine is pretty empty. It's not no water in it at all. Pretty dry this year, which is ironic. After we had all the Mississippi River flooding earlier in the year, then we had no rain, and now it's drought. Mother Nature. Huh. I would stop here, but I have to keep going. That there pimple needs to be popped, I think. I would have stopped there, but I just didn't want to. I think there's a little hurt raccoon here. Or it's just a baby, I'm not sure. Aw, are you okay, little guy? It's okay. It's okay. They're right there on the path, which means Mama's probably close by. Aw. I don't want to get attacked by Mama. I need to go around it. All right.
Okay, it just tried to come at me and growled at me. Now it's just squeaking again. It went, "Arr!" It's okay. He's coming after me. Yeah, I think I was just, yeah, I got my GoPro stick here. Don't hurt me, little buddy. Okay, we'll go this way. Yeah, you go that way. Yeah, there you go. Good, good. Oh, that was a little scary. Oh yeah, climb the tree. I didn't know you could do that. Go ahead. Yeah, I'm not gonna hurt you. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I don't know where the rest of your family is, but I don't think I want to find them. All right, well that was interesting. Little baby raccoon. It was cute. Then he started coming after me and growled a little bit, kind of like a little puppy dog, like zealous sometimes. It's cute, but I don't know where the parents were. I didn't want to know. But there we go. All right, so we're on South Loop Meadow Bypass. This is the first person I've actually seen on the trail. This mountain biker went by. I will warn you about the raccoon. All right, another blue trail, the grotto or the meadow. I don't know. I think we're gonna take the blue trail. Pretty sure that's where it's taking us. We'll see. Yeah, it is. We always take the blue trails. I don't know what the grotto is. Oh. They'll start looking the same after a while. All right, we're coming up on the lake again, or whatever it is. We're gonna run alongside of it for a little bit here. Cool. Let's go. Good. All right, so far on the south trails here, nothing really stands out as spectacular, but very decent trails, very well groomed, and some moderate challenge, but nothing too bad. A lot like the north system. And I'm pretty sure we'll be coming up on some more prairie sections out in the open where we go back and forth, So we'll see. All right, now we're getting out in the open, some double track. Okay. All right, we're going back in, the 5 Fingers of Fun. I think this is where you go up and down, up and down. Maybe not. Oh, yeah, pretty good ascent here on the rocks, so I'm gonna walk it, power hike it, conserve the rest of my energy. Still feeling good again, just hot. Definitely getting some heat acclimation. All right, we're on the 5 Fingers now, which is go all the way down and all the way back several times, zigzagging. I guess the mileage on this, it should be pretty straightforward, pretty flat. I remember this a little bit. I got lost on it on the mountain bike though. But I'm following the path here, so we should be good. You hear the highway out there, right across from the stream. And we're at a little over 7.5 miles. I got like 2 to 3 miles left, if the mileage is right. All right, we're ending the first finger here. See the water there? We're just gonna turn around in a minute here and go right back the way we came. Okay, back this way. Pretty sure. Yep. We head all the way back down for the next finger. It's pretty cool, little sections. Zigzag, zigzag, zigzag. I don't know how many times. That's what they call them, the fingers. I'll give them the finger, all right. Okay, getting ready to turn around again for the next finger. It's definitely more technical and hilly than I thought it was gonna be for these finger sections. And they're long too, each way.
Very long. Long fingers, like piano fingers. Okay, we finished another finger. There's the lake. And by lake, back into fingers. Let's see where we go now. Yep, right back in again. Should be the last time we go down. Long each time. Okay. Oh yeah, okay. Then we take the blue to the right. Which would be Eagle Ridge. I don't remember that one. All right, we're at the edge of the world. Another blue course right along here. We're not too far from the exit, I think, and we're at 8.75 miles. So we got to be done soon, like another mile or so. But we got to do the edge of the world, and I think there's some up and downs down by the lake there at the entrance, and then that should be it. Whew. All right, just under 9 miles. We're gonna go to the edge of the world, whatever that means. Hopefully not to the edge of my death. I haven't fallen yet, knock on rock. I've tripped a couple times, but caught myself. It definitely will be a miracle if I don't fall. Because I've done almost 15 miles already today and I haven't fallen once. And there's been lots of rocks. My legs are starting to feel a little heavy. So that's why I've tripped a couple times, but caught myself. So there's more rocks here. It's usually not the real rocky places that I fall because I'm aware of it and watching for it. It's usually when there's just like a random rock and I'm not paying attention. Or root. All right, let's finish her up. Yeah, almost fell again. I had like really took a fall or a forward run and then I almost fell and I caught myself again. I gotta finish this up before I fall. And we're going to the left. Yep. Hey, if I have to walk the rest of it, I will. We're finishing it without falling. 9 miles. Very technical again. We're going way down to the ravine, which means we'll have to go back up. Yay, yay, yay. What the hell is this? Sure, you're on a mountain bike, you're gonna come over here, hop on these rocks, across this, across that. Yeah, if you're like expert, professional, world-renowned mountain biker, you can do that, sure. Definitely got into some technical areas now. And we're going uphill. And there's a choo-choo. Around and round and round we go. Lots of turns and twists, ups and downs, trips, tripping hazards. Okay. All right, well, according to my map, we just go straight back to the parking lot and we're done, but there's another blue trail we missed back there. It's just right here. Comes through here, I think. Then it goes around the backside, so let's go ahead and do it. Let's see where it takes us anyway. I think it just takes us around the lake here. A couple different ways to go there. So I was wondering, like, there's no way. I don't know if this takes us back around or not. Oh yeah, because there it is. You should just go back and around. Try it out. This was a cool area if I remember right. I don't know why they skipped it on the map in the course. Yeah, go up here to this mound. Woohoo! Look at that. See, we would have missed this really cool view. Look at that. All right, we're here on top of this mound on this blue trail. and just taking a quick little break. Nice view, look at that. Way up high here at Wildlife Prairie on the south side. Come right up this hill. Ooh-wee. Very cool, look at that. And then we'll finish up, and the parking lot's like right over there. All right, we're on top of the mound here. Getting ready to head back down and go all the way around the lake, and then we'll be done. We're probably gonna make it close to a 10 miler here. We're at 9 1/4. Woo. Oh yeah. Up the rocks. Rocking and rolling. It doesn't go around the lake. Oh, shoot. Woo! Back up here though. Right where I started. Oh, it's just a little diversion. We still can go around the lake, so I'll show you. Woo! So we can go in the lake and swim the rest of the way. That would be awesome. That would actually feel good. Can I jump in the lake? No. There should be a path right down here though. I'll show you in a second. All right, we could just finish up by going on the road and heading all the way back to the car, but you see there's a path over here. Why wouldn't we do that? It's really pretty. Right here. What's it called? The lower bowl. Of course we're gonna do the lower bowl. Gorgeous. Lots of butterflies too. So cool. Now it wraps back around. I don't know how far. There's a pump track up here somewhere. Yeah, it looks like it comes out right here by this fence. And I guess we could keep going. We'll just go right over here to the pump track. I don't want to go all the way back around the lake again. All right, we're just going to quickly check out the pump track just for mountain bikers, but we'll take a look at it. No RC cars. So you can get going pretty good on this. I remember doing a little bit on my mountain bike. It's pretty cool. Pump up and down those hills. Not so bad. Pretty nifty. It's a pretty nice park altogether. I really like trail running it here. Also enjoyed it 2.5 years ago when I came. Maybe we'll do a little run here in it. All right, gonna run the pump track. Woo! 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 Berm! All right, that was fun. That's enough. All right, the home stretch, baby. We're at 9.8 miles. Woo! Finishing her up. I'm gonna make it 10. All right, getting attacked by red-winged blackbirds right up there. Must be a nest right here somewhere. All right, we're finishing her up for real. Right back there, here. You like me. 10 miles, baby. Woo! We did it. Whew. Oh, we got her done. 10 miles here on the west side of Wildlife Prairie Park, and it's hot. It's in the 90s. I'm thirsty again. I'm gonna go get Five Guys. Yes, I am. I'm done. Alrighty then. So I stopped here at Portillo's in Peoria because I was hungry. I was gonna get Five Guys. Then I'm like, I don't want to really get out of the car. Five Guys doesn't have a drive-through. Portillo's does. So I got Portillo's with some nice fries and Italian beef with grilled onions. Anyway, that filled me up. And I did a total of 16 miles at Wildlife Prairie Park today. Did 5 on the east, no, I did 6 on the east side during that, that whole perimeter loop. I had to do a little backtracking, that's why it ended up being 6. It was supposed to be 5 something. And then I took a little break, went to the west side, parked over there. And then we did the whole north system, took a break, got a drink, some snacks, and then did the whole south system on that side. For that, that was a total of 10 miles. So all together, we did 16 miles here at Wildlife Prairie Park today. Took me a long time, especially that west side. There was a lot of technical terrain, and I just kind of walked and power hiked some of those hills, and it got really hot. I don't even know what the temperature is right now. 87 right now, but I thought it was supposed to be in the 90s. I don't know. Well, it is after 5 o'clock, so maybe it's cooling off a little bit. I think it did get up to 90 though. I was definitely really overheated and dehydrated there for a little bit on the west side trails, but when I got to the halfway point, I went to the car, drank a whole Kickstart Mountain Dew, which really fueled me and got me going because it has caffeine in it too. So that really helped. Had a couple Nutter Butters, just kind of nice go-to snack, and that was all I had to eat all day until just now. Just Nutter Butters and Kickstart Mountain Dew, and then I had my running vest with me with water and Gatorade or Powerade. Yeah, so I mean it worked out fine. So yeah, I would definitely come back to the Wildlife again Prairie Park. It wasn't very busy today at all. I thought it'd be busier for it being a holiday, but it's not a holiday for a lot of people. Like a lot of people still have to work and stuff, but and it's a Monday. But yeah, there wasn't hardly anybody on the trails or anything, so I just pretty much had it all to myself. But really nice, beautiful day. Now I'm heading home.